Violence in the Holy Land broke out almost immediately after the UN announced partition on November 29, 1947. Jamal Husseini, the Arab Higher Committee's representative at the UN, said prior to the partition vote that the Arabs would drench the soil of our beloved country with the last drop of our blood. And his prediction came true almost immediately after the UN's announcement. The first large-scale assaults against Jewish positions began on January 9, 1948, when approximately 1,000 Arabs attacked Jewish communities in northern Palestine. By February, the British said so many Arabs had infiltrated they lacked the forces to run them back. In the first phase of the war, lasting from November 29, 1947 until April 1, 1948, the Palestinian Arabs took the offensive. With help from volunteers from neighboring countries, the Jews suffered severe casualties, and the passage along most of the major roadways was disrupted. On April 26, 1948, Abdullah, the king of Transjordan, said, "All our efforts to find a peaceful solution to the Palestine problem have failed. The only way left for us is war. I will have the pleasure and honor to save Palestine." The UN blamed the Arabs for the violence. It was clear who was responsible. The UN Palestine Commission was never permitted by either the Arabs or the British to come and implement the partition resolution. And on February 16, 1948, the Commission reported back to the UN Security Council, "Powerful Arab armies, both inside and outside Palestine, are defying the resolution of the General Assembly and are engaged in a deliberate effort to alter by force the settlement envisaged therein." The Arabs were blunt in taking responsibility for starting the war. Jamal Husseini again told the Security Council on April 16th. "The representative of the Jewish Agency told us yesterday that the Arabs had started the war, that they were not the attackers. We did not deny this. We told the whole world that we were going to fight." Despite the disadvantages in numbers, organization, and weapons, the Jews slowly began to take the initiative in the weeks from April 1st until the Declaration of Independence on May 14th. The Haganah captured several major cities, including Tiberias and Haifa, and temporarily opened the major road to Jerusalem. The partition resolution was never suspended or rescinded. Thus, Israel, the Jewish state in Palestine, came into existence on May 14th as the British finally left the country. The very same day, 5 Arab armies from Iraq, Syria, Egypt, Transjordan, and Lebanon invaded Israel, and their intentions were clear. Azam Pasha, the Secretary General of the Arab League, said, "This will be a war of extermination and momentous massacre, which will be spoken of like the Mongolian massacres and the Crusades."